All right, welcome back. Wish TV medical reporter Dr. Mary Gillis joins us here at midday to answer some questions about the coronavirus, as she does Monday through Friday. Welcome. A major study just came out showing that patients hospitalized with COVID-19 were more likely to die, and this drug, apparently, that was introduced really made an improvement in some of these patients.
In terms of, I'm sorry, the hydroxychloroquine study that we're talking about? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we're talking about that hydroxychloroquine, but I really want to talk about, I'm going to talk about that a little later on like 5 and 6, but
okay.
it led me to think about what are called case studies.
Okay.
And this is important when people are at sort of the end of life. A doctor theoretically has something that they think might work, okay? It might work. Okay, let's say wonderful, it works. They published this report, let's say, in the New England Journal of Medicine. Theoretically, what they thought, it was a success. This starts a move towards building a body of evidence to see if it might work in other patients. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, because this is one patient. Everybody's different. There was an example in terms of COVID-19. 33 pregnant women who were infected with COVID-19 delivered their babies. 30 babies were not infected. Okay. 3 babies were infected. Doctors did everything they could in terms of their protocol. They wore protective masks to prevent sort of the fluid of the, during delivery, all the PPE and everything possible to prevent any spread to the baby. The question was, did this come through the placenta? So there was a lot of talk about whether, this is a possibility that the baby could get infected through the in utero, right. In the womb. Now, so we started building a body of evidence towards this. This set the stage for, can this happen? So now we have more evidence. Evidence came out. We were thinking no. We thought maybe no. Then we thought yes, and then now we're thinking towards no. Back and forth. And this was reported as sort of a case study. There were only 3 babies, very, very small part. Can we extrapolate that to all babies? Absolutely not. But again, this starts the body of evidence moving forward. And a lot of times, I'll just listen and, we'll have a symptom or we'll have something that is related to the coronavirus. There are not enough people. There's not enough evidence to say that this is absolutely a symptom. This is absolutely linked. I just, in talking on the phone or meeting people or whatever, or talking to people, it's like, well, I could have told you that. I could have told you that. Well, really, the government, the federal officials cannot tell you that. It's not proven. There hasn't been research. There hasn't been studies. In terms of the COVID toads, dermatologists are pushing that to be on the list of CDC symptoms, but there hasn't, in the context of how many people who have been infected, there's not enough people who presented the symptom for it to move forward in that direction. Now we have more studies. We're looking at it more closely.
So more case studies definitely.
Starts with a case study.
Very important as well. All right, Mary, thank you so much for joining us.
Mike.
Randy, let's get this weather. We need more sunshine. We need